The last couple of days have been really extremely busy for Squeeze Jones, aka Killer Queen T, aka Blackout T, full of stress and a lot of stuff going on. I was trying to do a couple of Elijah's corners, but that just didn't work out. I don't want to speak on that right now. I'm gonna just leave that alone. Let that be over there. Y'all hear him running off crying because he didn't want to do the video right. So Elijah, why you didn't want to do the video? Come tell the people. Come tell our fans why you didn't want to do the video. So the fans, so y'all could know, so y'all can hear it from his own mouth, while y'all not getting no more Elijah corners. Come tell the people you don't want to listen. Be like, I don't be feeling like listening. My mom tell me to do something. I do the opposite of what she say do. I do what I feel like I want to do. She say hold it like this. I'm like, I'm gonna hold it like this because this is what I want to do. I don't really care what anybody else say. Okay, so we moving on. Since he don't want to come tell people. The psychologist in the white room, that's what we're going to go to. So from a psychodynamic perspective, this case is, but statistically speaking, Assistant Yoon, where's the latest copy of the psychology journal? Oh, right. I just saw it around here. The journal, what was it again? I thought it was, every place reflects the mind of a person staying there. A real trained psychologist can glean all kinds of information about a person staying there. Metsy. This kind of reading is called snooping. Professor, I found it. Can you stop with the weird narration? Oh, thanks. It was in Square's speech bubbles, though. How she hear me? Man reading? I know your this is important, but this perfectly reflects your scatterbrain, illogical mind. Sorry, I'll clean it up. Then is your brain completely empty? The empty man. But can you really understand a person's mind just from looking at their desk or room? Of course. Only if that person is properly trained. Come to think of it, didn't you do some snooping in Mr. O's house too? Well, since he lives alone, there was lots more information than I expected. So I was able to see several parts of his inner world. Sam Gosling, a psychologist from the University of Texas, has trained many experts in snooping, and through several experiments have studied snooping theory. In the United States, there are currently 7 systematic snooper training courses. Vroom, vroom, creak, chirp, 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 honk, 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 chirp, chirp. Taking a nap. Sitting here taking a nap, looking sexy while you do it, dreaming. Am I dreaming? I haven't had a lucid dream in a long time. Lucid dream, or dream in which a person is aware that they are asleep. The door. A familiar, completely undecorated door, half open. With a window in it. A door with a window in it. Same as always. There's nothing in here. I can never remember the next part after this. So is this completely empty room supposed to be a reflection of my own mind? Dump. Dump. Professor Chun. Dump. What's this? A hospital or an operation room? Hunk, hunk. Vroom. Chirp, chirp. Creak, creak. I can't remember that part again. What was that? It's quiet. Just as it always is when I have this dream. I can't hear a dream. In the dream or in here. Is anyone here? I'm here. Pop out. I couldn't go home because you were sleeping. I did manage to almost finish my essay though. But it's not like I get paid to stay here late. Grumble, grumble. You still haven't gone home yet. I'm more loyal than you might think. As long as you're here, I've got to be here too. Would you like some coffee? I'll make some if you help me with my essay. No way. We is not helping with no essay. Didn't sign up for it. You know how to do that on your own, baby girl. You know how to do that on your own, baby girl. Elijah got to do that on his own, baby girl. He was so upset, y'all. Oh, so she went to her yellow room too. She went to sleep. She woke up in her lucid dream. Huh? Is this a dream? Oh my God, a lucid dream. I only heard about it. Is this my mind's room? Thump thump. Creak slam. Why is this room so dirty? How can this be my mind? And what's with this merry-go-round? So random. Just one ride. Hee hee hee. Round and round. So, did you see him? The new professor? He's so handsome. Ugh. Shigoni, aren't you working with him? Wow, so lucky. I want to go for counseling with Professor Frost. Really? Maybe I should go to Olive Icing and sit. Is it John Hong Ho or Jong Young Ho? I need to know which one's right. Did I make a mistake? Yeah. Wait, did he? Looks like the author's using defense and evasion too. I'm so sorry. Just so you know, it's Jong Young. Oh. Hobbies are a very effective method of relieving accustomed psychological pressure and stress. A person without hobbies are like a building without plumbing, as the purest way of getting absorbed in something. They're a very important type of activity for your psychological health. I tend to prefer hobbies which allow me to quietly reflect on myself personally. When I let myself get quietly absorbed in something, I find that I'm more inspired in. Professor? So you are saying that's why you are knitting now? Yeah, so what? It's not the nameplate on his desk, or in the class registry, or on the professor's office guide. What the heck is his real name? First name? I'm not sure. Professor Beak's name. Dum dum. He'll get mad if I told you. Examining old documents. Can tolerate curiosity know about something. Assistant Yun seems to be quite curious about what your real name is. She asked me indiscreet telling. She's got too much spare time. Hi there, Professor. 30 related essays for new dissection research by tomorrow. He said, you got too much free time. Look, chick, you got too much free time. Oh, that was it. Black Wave. We just moved on to a whole nother story. Elijah Marshall, I know I called your little boy here to tell the people. Nari, you gotta go to school. Come on now, open the door. Why do you not want to go to school again? You were doing so well before. I don't know what's going on. Come on, Nari. It's okay if you're late. Time to go to school. You could tell me if something's wrong. I just want to study at home. Click. Tap. It's always fresh. The smell of a campus full of students carving knowledge. Now, should I go see my pretty little friend first? Knock, knock. Let's see. Could this be Assistant Yoon from our psychology department? How you been? Professor Song! When did you get here? Well. I just got back. I have a professor's meeting today. Is Professor O here? The counseling professor changed. Really? Who is it? Too bad. Ding. He's the new professor. Oh, late. Oh, shoot. I'm late for my meeting. I better go say hi to Professor Chun, the treasurer of our psychology department. It looks like you've been doing well. I'll make some time so we can have tea together, Sister Yoon. Sounds good, Professor Sung. Hee hee. Click. I gotta work harder and stop playing games. It looks like we'll be getting the research fuzz, just as I told you before next. Professor Sung has returned from her research program aboard. Good to have you back. Good work, Professor. Thank you. I'm sure you didn't do anything to disgrace our university, right? Of course, Professor So. Just as gruff as always, Professor So. Professor Chan's students seem so free in comparison. Then there's that new guy, Frost or whatever his name is. He didn't even bother to show up today. I was going to say, surely he can't be that busy with the counseling center. Haha. What? Professor Beak is here? But why? He's not actually a counselor here, right? Professor Chan, why is Professor Beak here? Ugh. Stare. Smirk. She got a problem with him. She got a problem with the man. She don't like him. Ugh. Yeah, just like that. Don't pull too hard on it. You got to pull the thread with the same strength. That way the pattern will turn out even. This is hard in a very different way from knitting. But why are we cross-stitching all of a sudden? Didn't I tell you? Meditation isn't the only way to quietly reflecting on yourself. When you get stuck on a report, try doing this instead of playing games. Yeah. Professor, by any chance, have you ever treated a Hamori before? So who never leaves their house? Like an exclusive loner kind of thing? It's hard to say, since there are so many different kinds of exclusive loners. There still isn't a clear discretion between the names in the field of psychology. But why you're asking me all of a sudden? Focus. There's a student whom I used to tutor before. She refuses to go to school. Well, if not wanting to go to school is considered an abnormality, that would mean that most of humanity is mentally ill. I like to treat someone who actually likes going to school. Ha ha ha. And if she spends all day on the computer, there's a chance that she may have an internet addiction. These days, there are a lot more places that do addiction counseling. So if she does have addiction text, and it turns out she has an addiction, she could be treated at almost any counseling center. I see. If you start worried, go see her yourself. Me? Counseling someone you know would be a good experience for you. Yeah, it would. Go ahead, girl. Get out there in the field. Get your little feet wet. Get your little fingers wet. Get your little mouth wet. Not saying, hey, y'all think y'all get nasty. I'm talking about, get your fingers wet and trying to, get in other people's business, get the tongue wet, see if she asks the right questions. Because sometimes, being a psychologist is not about asking all the questions, it's about asking the right questions. Like me calling Elijah one more time is going to end up me taking this camera in there and y'all watching me beat on my child. That's what's going to happen if he don't come when I call him. Now we on the second one. Hi there, ma'am. Miss Yoon, long time no see. Sorry, I contacted you because I was worried about Narmi. That's all right. So what happened? Is Narmi okay? Miss Yoon, you know Narmi. She used to study so hard and be such a good girl. But starting a few months ago, so she's become a high school senior. She keeps avoiding going to school. She didn't tell me why, even if I asked her, and her grades are fine. Yeah, that's not the issue, My husband have never forced Narmi to study. I don't know if she studied in her room, but even now, she's still always in the top 3 in her class. That is not the typical senior syndrome. Some days, she went out late at night saying she's going to do some late night studying. But then the next day, she refused to go outside and just stayed in her room on the computer. She's scared. We tried forcing her to go to school, but apparently, she only got to school at lunchtime. So it's not that she's completely refused to go to school. Yeah, we can't figure out what's going on. Sometimes she went to school early in the morning. We're so worried about Narmi. I mean, if she really doesn't want to go to school, she can't take GED. Not many parents would be so cool about skipping school nowadays. But still, if she really wants to study on her own, should I get her a tutor? I should have known. Miss June, my little Narmi isn't weird or anything. I just thought you're a psychologist. Maybe you could have a little talk with her. Sure, I understand. Well then, I'll try talking with Narmi. Okay, go ahead, talk to it. Yo-hoo, Nari, how you been? Miss Yoon, how are you? Among the people who show signs of avoiding leaving their home, many of them have extreme avoiding personality disorder. Long time no see. You lost some weight. But Narmi's maintaining good eye contact, and she's greeting me very nurturely, so I don't think it's an evasion disorder. There's no way she'll develop a personality disorder so suddenly. Do you think so? Miss Yoon, I just don't want to go to school. Still, I keep studying at home. I'm not some kind of mental patient. I don't need counseling. But my mom... She's quite negative toward counseling. It's okay, Nari. This is just a simple little questionnaire. Like the kind you used to do before doing class, when you didn't want to study. Just think of it as that kind of thing. Okay. Sniffle. Psychology examination methods and tests cannot necessarily solve everything. There's no rush, so take your time filling it out. Okay. Mostly it's better to actually have deep conversations with the patient. But when the patient doesn't know about or is hiding their problems, getting some help from an appropriate questionnaire can be ineffective. No hurry. What happened, Professor? Professor Beak is here. In the counseling center. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you earlier. But I got my own reasons, Professor. Don't you know what Professor Beak has done? Professor Song. Can't people change? No, that guy will never be able to give counseling. Rather, he shouldn't be allowed to. That man is a murderer. I can't have Sun Young working with him, for him. Glance. That's not it. If you want to ask me, hurry up and do it. Oh, can I? Judging from this, it doesn't seem like a personality disorder or phobia. And when I met her, she had good eye contact. Then, did you try the addiction test? She's not an internet or computer addicted. She doesn't have the two characteristics of addictions. The two characteristics of addictions are dependence and withdrawals. Dependence refers to feeling of compulsion to do something the more you do it. Withdrawals are the pain experienced when the patient stops their addiction. If a person experiences these two traits, it could be a sign of addiction. But I didn't see any of those things in Ari. She seems to be quite sensitive to anxiety. Was she having any problems with her school life? Well, apparently, it's not that she never goes to school. Her mom says she often goes early in the morning since she's an excellent student. Still, her mom looking for a tutor. Elijah! I've been told you to come here. Where's my ice? My point is exactly, you never got me the ice, and I asked you to give me the ice before I even started making the video.
But it was on the couch.
Bring it. He didn't want to come in here and tell y'all people why he don't want to make an Elijah corner. Now I got him here. Come on over here and tell the people why you don't want to make an Elijah corner. Tell him. Look at him and tell him. Look at him and tell him. Come on. Come on. Tell the people. I want to meet this patient myself. What? But Nari's still not comfortable receiving counseling. She'd probably be even more uncomfortable with you, Professor. Then I'll just have to find a way. Now, y'all see? He think he finna just scoot out of this video, but he not, because he gonna be in this video. The ending way of me explaining to y'all that the next video y'all gonna get is gonna be an Elijah corner, whether he like it or not. Whether I gotta force it to him to make a corner or not. But he say, what you say? Besides him pulling on me, what you say? What you say? What you say? So are you gonna give him an Elijah corner? When? When? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna play a game? Are you gonna do some homework? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna force it out of him, people. So y'all know I have to work with. This is how he wants to behave. I don't understand. I'm going to see if I give y'all one more chapter because I think I can.
On the next video.
Give y'all just 3, then I got 3 more for the next video. Can you don't, because it's going to be a nice video. Hi there. I've been sent here to tutor an army. What? Sister Sonny asked me last minute to do. Looking super young for his age. What's with the white hair? I see. And your name? You can call me Frost. Huh? I lived abroad for a while. Is that so? Then are you a language teacher? Yes, I am. But now I'm supposed to get math tutoring. I teach math and other language. Clever. Professor Frost a bit late today. What's he up to this time? Hello? She's not tense, and she's making eye contact. Hi there. Just as Assistant Nominee Jan said, it doesn't seem to be social anxiety disorder. In the early stages of counseling, it's important to establish rapport with the patient. So you must be NARMY. Yeah. This is especially crucial in cases where the patient is very shy to speak. That's a bond, a closeness, a mutual trust. You gotta trust me. Rapportness refers to some kind of bond, closeness, or mutual trust. Oh, if he was gonna tell you, I didn't have to tell you. I felt smart for a moment until I read that they told you. I'm sorry. It's always very important when detectives question people or when reporters gather information. It's not easy to build, but there are some tricks to it. I usually don't bother with rapport, but maybe this time, click, 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 click. A counselor, that jerk. This can't be true. I'll never forget what happened. Professor Burke, what are you doing here? Woo. Building rapport is the first step in getting the other person to open up to you. Even in everyday life, there are several ways you can use it when pursuing someone or when developing a sense of closeness. The simplest method is eating something together. People open up more to each other when they behave, and rather than socialize. For instance, when you're in bed sleeping, sitting in the bathroom, or eating, you're in a psychologically unguarded state. This is the reason why groups of friends in school eat lunch together, or why people on blind dates tend to start with eating. Aside from this, there are other concrete ways of making conversation. Are you having problems with your studies? Not really. I don't hate studying. That's quite something, that a student doesn't hate studying. In order to show the person that you're listening to them, so what they're saying, you can repeat what they say, which is known as backtracking. What subjects do you like? I like literature and history. I hated literature in school. When using backtracking, you can't just repeat back whatever they say like a parrot. You have to slightly change what they say and respond correctly in order to make them feel, I'm listening to what you're saying. What's the theme of the story? I hated this kind of thing. I don't like it either. What do you like about history? And since most people can go on talking without any hesitation about things that they like, it feels like reading a novel. If you imagine it and read it out loud. I like a comic. You can determine what this person likes and ask them questions about it to get them to open up to you. There's another useful method aside from backtracking. Actually, I don't like my history teacher. I like studying with a few of my friends who also like history. You copy what the other person does without making it too obvious. This is called mirroring. This type of behavior tells the person unconsciously that we're on the same side. And it helps people open up, even in everyday life, and also assists in forming rapport. Strange, naturally, if someone doesn't like something unconsciously, they won't want to talk about it. But the patient here has no problem talking about things like studying, teachers, or friends. So I guess the problem is in the place, school itself. Let's try getting right into it. But then why don't you want to go to school? Did my mom tell you? Why everyone asking me this? Talking about it won't do anything. If your heart doesn't feel like going, there must be a reason, right? What? The most important thing is to do what needs to be done. So don't worry too much about what people say. Since no matter what you say, there won't be many people who'll be able to understand. Beep, beep, beep. See, she hit it on the head. She hit it on the head. Because the little girl was sitting there, she was getting to that point, like, she was like, all right, I'm tired of motherfuckers asking me about this. I can't explain it to you. I don't know how to explain what the fuck is going on with me to you where you can understand it. And that's the thing that be going on with most people. Like people keep asking you questions and you can't explain. Like, you don't know how to put it in words. Like, how can you tell people, like, it's not the school, it's not the people, it's getting there. It's the noise, it's the distraction, all this leading up to me getting to the school, like, fuels my anxiety, and I can't do it. And by the time I finally get to school is over with. And then I got to find a way to get back home, past all the stuff that took me forever to get to school. So I might as well just not go to school. That's what it sounded like, if you pay attention. It sounded like the little girl, because according to the mama, the little girl leave at night, and she don't get to school till the afternoon. That means Shorty not going the way that she normally go to the school if she was to go to school. She's taking a long, long way, which means she's not going past certain shit because that shit is triggering her. And it's like, how can you explain to somebody? Like, oh, it's not school. How do you explain to somebody like, I can't go this way because it's something, like, it's the noise. It triggers me and it aggravates me. So I go the long way. How do you tell somebody that? I don't know. But hopefully the doctor, the psychologist figures it out, because like I said, I think it's noise. I think it's noise because she already, you can tell it's not like it's not like she's not like a people person, but it's anxiety. So let's go. We gonna go on to the next chapter. Hopefully your girl right. If she not, we gonna find out together. And then while we find that out, we gonna keep interrogating Elijah for Elijah Corner.